Hollow Knight is a game where you play as the knight and explore the kingdom of Hallownest. But what if instead of the knight, you played as someone else? And I don't mean Hornet in Silksong, I mean someone totally different. I mean this dude. Yup, we could have had Zote the Mighty as an extra playable character. Imagine, you, the player, as Zote, could have been destroying enemies left and right with Life Ender. In this video, I'll be going through everything we know about the Zote DLC and why it may very well have been one of the most fun but still challenging parts of the game. Alright, so let's start at the beginning. Hollow Knight's Kickstarter was first released in November of 2014. It included 9 funding goals, and some new ones would be added if all the goals were reached. But only 5 of the 9 goals were actually funded. The unfunded goal I'm going to be focusing on in this video is the third playable character, namely Zote. Team Cherry have actually told us quite a lot about this in a Q&A session. The Zote DLC is, in the words of R.E. Gibson, just a mode of the game where you were really crap. Apparently, in this game mode, which you unlocked after you beat the game, you were zotified. Basically, stuff like you would maybe trip while dashing, enemies would react to you differently and stuff. They also said that your nail would have been really weak, but personally I think this is just Team Cherry trying to hate on Life Ender, cause in my opinion, it's like the most goated weapon in the game. It should have been able to end an enemy's life in just one hit. Team Cherry also stated their reasons for not wanting to include the Zote DLC in that same Q&A session. They said it would take way too much time and effort to make a Zote mode and to make different reactions to Zote for all the NPCs and enemies, only for a small fraction of players to actually unlock the game mode. That's all Team Cherry have officially stated about this mode, but of course the community have speculated about it. Most people just say the player would have been weaker, his hits would do less damage, etc, etc. Basically the same stuff Team Cherry said. But some people have suggested that it might have been like a harder version of Steel Soul mode. By the way, Steel Soul is basically the hardcore mode of Hollow Knight, and if you die you don't respawn. So anyway, Steel Soul mode brings up the question, does Zote have a shade? For Zote to have a shade, he must be a vessel. Many people believe Zote is a vessel because he looks like one, but there are many key differences between Zote and the vessels. First off, the most obvious difference is that Zote has a mouth, but he also has personal desires and his own will, which no other vessels have. Zote also resembles Elderbug more than the Knight, and there is probably a species of bugs that looks like the vessels. This is further proven by the Hunter's Journal entry for the Broken Vessel, which states that it was designed to look like the old bugs of Hallownest, which implies that there were more bugs like Elderbug and Zote. Okay, that's it for this video, but if we can reach 50 likes, I'll make a whole video discussing the lore around Zote. We recently hit the big milestone of 100 subscribers, so to all my wonderful subscribers, thank you. It really means a lot as we've been going faster than ever recently. I'm currently working on a long video on the Hollow Knight iceberg, which will hopefully release in a few weeks. So stay tuned for that. Well, that's about it. So keep speculating about stuff that wasn't included in a bug fighting simulator instead of doing your homework. And peace.